Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-Pack Screen Protector plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Investors are keeping a close eye on the markets as U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell weighs in with his cautious commentary on the economy. And it's having a big impact on futures for the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. At Quora, we're always on top of the latest market trends and developments that could shape your investment strategy. The recent numbers point to a resilient economy, but Powell's comments have injected some wariness, especially about the labor market. Let's take a closer look at what's happening. According to the data from Charles Schwab, only 17% of stocks in the benchmark S&P 500 outperformed the index in the last 3 months. That's incredibly narrow breadth for a rally. And if we're looking at inflation, there are concerns about inflated stock valuations in some sectors. Quora has been tracking this story closely, and it's clear that investors are hoping for more easing from the Fed to keep the momentum going. But Powell stopped short of aligning with either camp in the debate among Fed policymakers, emphasizing the delicate balancing act the central bank is faced with to navigate inflation risks while addressing signs of a softening labor market. Now, let's talk about what this means for the markets. A widely expected 25 basis point cut last week helped propel equities, but investors are hoping for more easing this year. And if they do get it, it could have a big impact on household wealth, because equities have become increasingly central to consumer confidence. According to Schwab, household exposure to stocks rose to a record 65.8% in the second quarter, higher than their share at the peak of the dot-com bubble. That's a lot of eggs in one basket for investors, and if things get worse, it could be a real challenge. So what's next? Investors will be closely watching the core personal consumption expenditures data later this week. That's the Fed's preferred inflation gauge. A hotter-than-expected reading could strengthen the case for a more cautious pace of easing, while a softer print might reinforce bets on additional cuts. In the meantime, housing market data due out today could offer insight into consumer demand and builder sentiment. And we'll be keeping an eye on an upcoming speech by Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco President Mary Daly. She could shed light on how regional Fed officials are interpreting the latest data and policy signals. At Quora, we're always here to help you make sense of the markets and your investment strategy. So stay tuned for more updates on this story, and let's keep an eye on what the market has in store.